Braathe is the president and CEO of Braathe Enterprises. Welcome to the show, Robert.
Thanks, Maya. Good to see you.
Great, thank you. Robert, tell us about Braathe Enterprises and how it became.
Sure. It started about 8 years ago, uh, fixing computers, helping people out with their business, and it's grown over the years. I saw that people needed me more for business stuff than just tech. And so now I work with a lot of the same clients, but I've shifted from a computer consulting business into business consulting. And kind of our motto is we design and deliver customized training for you and your business.
So, what are some of the functions of your business?
We do business consulting. We help people look at their marketing efforts, their human resources programs, and really give them a third or second or third set of eyes towards their ideas. So we work with them either in brainstorming sessions, phone calls, or kind of like on a monthly plan.
What are some of your teaching workshops that you have?
We have one of our signature ones is called the Business Lab, and it's actually a session where you're an entrepreneur, real estate agent, etc. You can come for a 30 to 45-minute session and literally learn about anything you want. You know, we've had people come in, show me how to find people, show me how I use Facebook, show me how I use Twitter, tell me how I can look at things differently. So it's kind of a customized training session. Other sessions we do, we just got back from a full-day workshop down in Virginia where we worked with a whole management team. And that's kind of on the high end of the scale where we spend a whole day with a company.
So you work here locally with businesses, and you also work in other states?
Exactly. So we have an office in Latham at the Manfred Learning Center. We teach classes there, and then we have the business lab. And then we have clients in Westchester, and we travel as far as Virginia, sometimes Florida, to do some work as well.
Fun. How did your format develop, your business plan develop for these customized trainings?
Sure. I found over the years that clients were looking for more than something out of the box. You know, there's so many business books, there's so many schools you can go to, and they really wanted something that was designed for them. Maybe a piece of this and a piece of that, and they really wanted somebody to put that together. And that's really what's worked well for me in understanding people and getting them what they want.
Do you find that more corporate and human resources that they need your type of training?
A lot of times, a lot of companies don't have their own human resources department, or it's very small. So they don't necessarily either have the expertise or the time to kind of put together these custom materials. So we've got a great team of people who've built classes for college, built classes for businesses, and we're able to put together usually fun and innovative solutions for people.
Tell us a little bit about your teachings over at Saratoga College.
Sure. Saratoga College is a brand that I'm in the process of developing. One day, hopefully, it'll be an accredited school. But we do workshops for businesses, as we mentioned earlier. Our big signature thing is this virtual internship program where we train college kids from all over the world on how to do the things they want to do. And really, that's been the most rewarding for me, is designing really customized internships for college students.
And you've also branched out to Schenectady County Community College to teach these workshops?
Yes, and actually I teach an entrepreneurship program here, in the entrepreneurship program here at Schenectady, and work with students on business plans, and that's a lot of fun for me.
Tell us a little bit of your qualifications and what makes you to be qualified to facilitate these trainings.
Before my life as a consultant, I spent 5.5 years with the Walt Disney Company, a couple of years with Gap, and also I've been affiliated with Apple, both as a manager and as an associate and as a consultant for the last several years. So I kind of got a unique background with big companies, but I've also worked with family businesses, so I see those perspectives as well.
Well, tell us about your Walt Disney experience, because it seems like they've made some of your dreams come true.
Oh, many, many. I worked there as an intern in college, and that kind of spurred me to start my own internship program. I was a manager for several years, but really it was I called it graduate school for me. You know, I went from college, didn't have a lot of experience, but going there really kind of filled in the gaps that college didn't fill for me.
What was one of your most memorable experiences at Disney?
There's so many, but probably the Millennium, and being able to see the fireworks from all the different hotels. And, you know, even though I was working till 1 in the morning, my boss let me go outside, enjoy it for a moment.
Yeah.
So there was always those magical Disney moments that always made it worthwhile.
You know, I learned on the Disney bus when I was in Disney that they employ just about as much the population that is here in Schenectady, like almost 60,000. So that is how do you deal with that many different personalities?
You get along and you learn. One of the things I espouse in my classes or with my clients is you got to communicate in the way that the person you're talking to prefers to communicate. So some people like being yelled at, and that's how you talk to them. But a lot of people, you pick whether somebody talks on email, phone, whatever, and knowing what makes people feel special, and always trying to accentuate that when you work with them.
Great. Robert, I really have to commend you. You became the president of the Consulting Alliance, an active alliance group here in Albany, and I'd like for you to share a little bit about that.
Sure. The Consulting Alliance is an independent association of some of the top consultants in the area, and some of the benefits there, it's a one-stop shop if you're looking for a consultant, and for us members, it's a great place to get camaraderie. A lot of times people feel lonely or like they're on an island when they work in an independent business, but it gives us the opportunity to mingle with over 50 other professionals.
So who are the members of the Consulting Alliance? You say there's 50 different, are they all marketing? Are they all communications? Who makes up this demographic of consultants?
It's a good mix. We have people, new consultants, people that have been working in the field 20, 30 years, people that have worked in business for 20 years and now retired and gone into consulting. And we've got healthcare, marketing, business, human resources, education, photography, you name it. It's a good variety of people. And I find that dynamic where it's not exclusive to one per industry, but we all kind of collaborate, makes it a real unique networking group and professional group.
What classifies you as a consultant?
In order to be a member of the Consulting Alliance, 51% of your income has to come from your consulting practice, so it can't necessarily be associated with selling a product. So a lot of the people we work with, even if they're just starting out with their consulting practice, if they have clients, they have a service they're offering, they do qualify to be part of the Consulting Alliance.
Are these consultants active in the community? Are they community leaders? What role do they play?
Yeah, a lot of them do a lot of not-for-profit work with state agencies. They're active in the community. We ask each of our members to give at least 1 hour of their time to the Alliance, to some of the initiatives, to be connected to the community. And it really makes it a situation where we're able to really have a big impact with such a small group.
So Robert, tell us, when does the Consulting Alliance meet?
We have a regular public lunch, which is the second Friday of every month, and that's open to anybody. It's a great opportunity to meet us, get to see if it's the right group for you, or if you just like the dynamic. We bring in a lot of great speakers. In April, we have 4 guest speakers coming in. In May, we have somebody talking about kind of giving back to your community, which will be a great presentation on May 10th. And then for the members, we usually have, towards the end of the month, a members-only event where it's about business or professional development, where we really give our members the opportunity to learn a little bit more or improve their practices.
What was the specific mission of the Consulting Alliance when it was formed?
I think it originally, 21 years ago now, it was to really give people an opportunity to connect and still feel part of the business world. It was started by a few people who were former GE executives that had retired, as well as a couple other people who had moved on from their businesses and started practices, and really has evolved over the years into not only a professional networking group, but an opportunity to work together. What I've seen, especially over the past 4 years since I've been a member, is really a lot of working together, doing joint presentations, joint projects, or again, just that I love the most, just the seeing everybody every month is a great feature of the group.
Great. Well, thank you. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about the Consulting Alliance?
Sure. As for all of you that are maybe an aspiring consultant, or especially we've seen a lot of the people joining lately are seasoned consultants that weren't even aware of the Consulting Alliance before. So I encourage you to check us out. We're at consultingalliance.org, and we meet regularly at Wolfert's Roost. And again, May 10th will be our next event, and it's every second Friday from 11:30 to 1:30.
Now, your teaching's over at Schenectady County Community College. Is that open to anyone if they wanted to learn about entrepreneurship, or is that a class you have to register for?
It's a class you have to register for, but I very often welcome guests from the business community who want to come in and either do a guest lecture or even sit in on one of my lectures. I do welcome that, and we do have, when I have a special topic going on, actually at my Skidmore, I have a class coming up called How to Take a Class, and I've invited the community out to that. So we do have opportunities where if you do want to sit in, I'm more than welcome to having people.
Super. Well, Robert, I'd want to thank you so much for being on Seeing TV. I really appreciate your time and coming out to meet us.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.